This 1 Degree Outside video is brought to you by Fluid Form Bio, developing innovative 3D printing living pancreatic tissue to help combat type 1 diabetes. For the first time, you can join this visionary mission. Visit fluidformbio.com or their page on Start Engine to learn more about this exciting work.
Well, it's a Monday, and you know what that means. Pattern predictions, one of our favorite videos here at 1 Degree Outside, looks out over the next 2 weeks. And this is an extra special one because we are going through Memorial Day weekend. Can you believe it? The unofficial kickoff of summer. Obviously, huge outdoor plans on Memorial Day weekend. Everyone wants to know what it's going to be like. We'll get to that in a second. Upper level pattern, 2 striking things on the map. Low in a trough digging into the Pacific Northwest, and another one over the southeastern United States. It's been cut off there. It's slowly going to meander north. We talked about that in Insights. Bring us some showers, maybe a thunderstorm through the middle part of the week. Then that energy that's over the Pacific Northwest dives over us for the upcoming weekend. But one thing you're going to notice here, especially as I play things out through next week, is that we're seeing a shift in the pattern. The last couple of weeks, we've been talking about this omega block and these Rex blocks and these upper level lows cutting off, and that's a slower pattern overall. By the middle part of next week, we get a little brief ridge that builds into the eastern seaboard, but then there are multiple disturbances that come in and go by towards the middle and end of the week, and yes, towards Memorial Day weekend itself, with this little trough dip in the jet stream coming overhead in the northeastern United States for Memorial Day weekend itself. So you think, a trough, that usually means stormy weather. But here's the thing, it's a fast flow. The westerlies are more active. It's not a blocked pattern. So I'm hopeful here that any disturbances that do come through for next week, including for Memorial Day weekend, are fast moving ones. And as you'll see at the surface here, although that trough typically means cooler than average temperatures, we're seeing a consolidation of the polar vortex up near the North Pole. So that colder air is consolidating as well. You can see this at the surface too. What a change the northern plains undergoes by this weekend. After record-breaking warmth this week, a blast of colder air comes in from central Canada. A lot of warmth still down across the southern plains, southeast United States. We're cooler next week. Wind off the ocean, obviously this time of the year. Water temperatures are warming, so it doesn't necessarily mean the same that it did even just a couple of weeks ago, since those water temperatures are gradually warming. The clear, cool spot, though, is across the northeast, across the Pacific Northwest for Memorial Day weekend itself, with a lot of warmth still in place across the central United States. That being said, I don't want you to worry just yet. Oh no, it's going to be a cool, kind of raw Memorial Day weekend. This time of year, our average high temperatures are bumping up each day. So it's not like we're talking about 40s and 50s for average highs. Now we're in the mid to upper 60s, particularly by the time we get to Memorial Day weekend. So keep in mind, this is a New England-wide average. We'll be cooler at the coast sometimes, particularly with that wind off the ocean. We'll watch for backdoor fronts, kind of classic spring. Looks like these next few days will be the warmest of the bunch. But even next week and even into Memorial Day weekend, even if we're at or slightly cooler than average, that's different. It does still mean high temperatures will top out in the 60s to right around 70 in many spots, particularly through the interior. So overnight lows will generally be running in the 50s, some 40s in the cooler spots, but no additional worry about any frost as it looks right now, even in far northern New England. So planting good to go. Precipitation forecast, I play things out through the next 10 days. There are a couple different bullseyes, northern plains into the Midwest, and then all the way from the Tennessee River Valley stretching into the eastern seaboard. This is actually from some of the moisture this week. Some of it does come into New England. Then multiple disturbances next week may bring some additional rainfall, but again, doesn't look like anything stalls out. That being said, the precipitation chance does go up as we head into the end of this week. For the upcoming weekend, dips down a little bit towards next week, and then it's generally like 40 to 50%. Keep in mind, that does not mean it's going to be a washout of a day. With that faster flow coming in, multiple disturbances may come by, which will increase the risk of showers and some pop-up thunderstorms. So if you like the thunderstorm action, might be a pattern that you're more into as well as we head into next week, with, again, those temperatures generally running in the 60s. So that's how things are looking for now. You can track it all, of course, in our app, free on the App Store and Google Play. Pinpoint your location, follow along with the 14-day forecast, and our merchandise. It's available at swag.onedegreeoutside.com.